Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm spiritual coach Lisa Hop. It is April 24th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful Sunday. I hope you're well. If you're new, thank you so much for finding this podcast. Please be sure to check out my website at lisahop.com. It tells you all about my work, my upcoming events, how to book an appointment. I would appreciate it so much. And for those of you who listen every week, thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share on YouTube and on my Facebook page under Lisa M. Hop, Spiritual Coach and Medium. How are you today? It feels like it's been a bit of an upside down week, but it's been a week for me where I've really focused on the work on my belief systems. And I want to ask you something. Do you believe in abundance? What is abundance to you? Is it money? Is it time? Is it health? Is it love? Is it ideal friendships? Is it freedom? Is it happiness? What beliefs do you have about abundance and your right to it? It's really impacted me recently about the belief systems that I have, the perceptions that I have. Do you know that all of us have our belief systems formed by the time we're 6 or 8 years old? It's the impact of those around us and what they may say to us or how they are living their lives. When I have a mother in my office, I often will say to her that the best way to make sure that your children are all right is for you to be all right, for you to be your fullest self, your happiest self, in every way. And then it overflows to your children. Many times as children, without those around us realizing it, we sponge everything, I think all the time. We come as open vessels. We come pure. And then we feel the stress around us. We hear the words. Maybe in some way those words said, you are not good enough. Or you were giving the perception you weren't good enough in some way. It could be, for instance, that, and this is an example, that a father shows his love through providing. So he works more than one job, and he's never home. Yet as a small child, your perception is that he's not home because he doesn't want to be, and that he doesn't care about you, that you don't matter. And then you take that throughout your childhood and into your life. And everything you believe and perceive comes from that root cause of, I don't matter. I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable. Perhaps it is a body image where one of your loved ones policed what you're eating, took food away, or told you there wasn't enough of it, and that you should feel bad about eating too much. So many eating disorders stem from words and perceptions given when so young. I have to hide. I have to starve. And once again, I'm not lovable. I'm not good enough. So it's naturally roll over to abundance and what we feel we deserve. Do you feel, were you taught, that you have to work hard for the money? That isn't true, by the way. You just have to love what you're doing. And then you're willing to put in the time with the passion and the love and the fuel of it. It's not about hours. It's not even about how much you earn. We're taught other things like money doesn't grow on trees. Often women are taught that they're not as valuable as a man, and it's often reflected in the pay that they receive. The wonderful thing is that we can change our beliefs and our perceptions at any time. Do you think you're worth happiness? The answer is yes, you are. You are. So what does it mean for you? For me, it means doing what I love, which I do. It also means balance and not burning myself out. Listening to myself and stepping back when I need to. Giving a transformational experience when I'm with a client rather than just a transactional experience. A great life coach, Dan Sullivan, speaks about transformational compared to transactional. He uses an example of coffee. He says when you go somewhere like McDonald's or a gas station perhaps, and you buy a cup of coffee, it's just transactional. You pour the coffee or you order the coffee and you pay your money. But when you go to, and he uses the example of Starbucks, not a paid sponsor, it's more of a transformational experience for a lot. They feel good. They feel special. They're willing to pay more. It uplifts their shoulders more. And when we walk around with our shoulders lifted up more, we tend to feel more abundant. And the more abundant we feel, the more abundance we attract. There is many stories of millionaires that as they were rising up, they knew intuitively how to attract abundance to themselves. Many of those who are the most successful today struggled. Perhaps they were even homeless or just felt stressed. But what they knew to do, they knew every once in a while, do something abundant. Do something as if you are wealthy. Go to a higher-end restaurant for dinner. Spend one night in an expensive hotel. Jim Carrey, the actor, wrote a check to himself when he was struggling, living in his car. And he carried that check around as a reminder of abundance. And he felt that abundance. And then within 5 or 10 years, he received that abundance, those millions of dollars. We attract what we believe. We attract how we feel. If you walk around saying, I cannot afford it, or I will not pay for that because it's too much, even if I have the money. You're right to do, by the way. But what is the belief? Is the belief you shouldn't spend the money? Because if that is the belief, then you are stifling your abundance. It works the same with every area of your life. Whenever you say no to yourself or believe you are not worthy to have something, it will not come towards you. Not until you let go and allow for even just a moment. Then you'll get a bit of it. I've learned to walk around feeling good, feeling abundant, feeling healthy. But I catch, because everybody has beliefs that were programmed into them, and I will catch things. I've actually made it a project to catch things. And when you do catch things, when you realize that those are paradigms, programming given to you from someone else, and that you accepted them as truth and as perceptions and beliefs, you can take it right then and change it. You can literally talk and feel yourself into change in that moment. I remember once being stifled. This was a long time ago. I was probably 20 at the time, 19 or 20. And I had a job. And I wanted to earn extra money. So I started selling jewelry on the side. And a quote friend, when I showed her the jewelry, and in the hope she would be interested in it, her response was a response of well, how much are you getting from this? Almost her tone was as if it was, how dare you try to do this? Make this gain. She wanted me to feel bad about increasing my income. And that, of course, was her story that she was bringing forward to me from her own life. But it stuck with me for a long time. And that moment, and it's probably not, I know it's not the first moment where someone said to me in so many words, dim your light. Don't try to improve yourself. Don't laugh so loud. Play it smaller. So I found that there were many times over the years where I had to overcome that. It was so hard to go for the job promotion. It was so hard to believe in myself once I got it. The child in me knew not to play it smaller. The child in me, the young adult, well, the teenager, felt and knew she belonged on the stage. But over the years, people's words and feelings caused me to dim my light. I am just now coming into a place where I understand it's all right for my light to glow, for it to shine. Doing this podcast was actually a step towards that. There are projects with YouTube coming up that I stalled because of those feelings. No more. You are in this world as I am to be our authentic selves. There is nobody else like me on this earth. And there's nobody else like you on this earth. We should never be changing ourselves for another. We should always be authentic and real and let our light shine for the whole world to see. The happier that I am with me, and the happier that you are with you, will shine that light. And those who don't like it, well, they may not be the most negative people or the most positive people around us. They might be negative. But hopefully their negativity will back away. How someone is towards you is never about you. It's always about what that person has been through. Just as how you are, how you react, what your beliefs and perceptions are about your experience. You can have and achieve and be whatever you set your mind to. All of us can. All of us have that right. Every single person on this planet has access to millions, has access to whatever they would ask to have. They are ruled by their belief systems and perceptions. Money is the root of all evil. You have to hold on to it or it'll run out. You have to save it for a rainy day. That's somewhat true, by the way. Not a rainy day, though. It is good to save. Perhaps not so good to hoard. The more grateful you are, the more generous you are, the more it comes back around. And you have to do it authentically. How many times have you done something out of obligation? How many times has someone paid it forward to you, and then you say, oh, now it's my turn to pay it forward. If you're paying it forward out of joy, you're in the abundant flow. If you're paying it forward because you feel obligated, you have just stifled your abundance. If you expect to thank you for what you do, you're stifling your abundance. It means that what you're doing is giving unconditionally, or giving conditionally, not unconditionally. Do you blame others for lack of opportunities, promotions, raises? These all stifle abundance. Think about, if you will, your beliefs about abundance. And are they true? Or were they just given to you? Many of the things we believe, perhaps all of the things we believe, were given to us in repetition. But it is up to us to challenge those beliefs, to understand how much abundance, freedom, happiness, joy we are supposed to have in this life. It is literally our birthright, just by being here. Make sure that your beliefs are not of lack or scarcity or fear or worry or blame. Beliefs should always be positive. Start with believing in yourself and how worthy and deserving and amazing you are. Also, especially understand about your perceptions and beliefs. They come from assumptions. Just as I explained about the father who's not home, that was an assumption. If someone walks by you and doesn't say hello, do you think they don't like you? It's an assumption. We assume a lot when we don't usually know the whole story. Live your life assuming that you are loved, that you are worthy, and that you are deserving. That everything will always work out for you. Because it does. The storm always passes. Moments get better. Go towards the positive. Reach for the higher feeling. And you will see such great change in your life. You will see that people do feel that you matter. Because you'll be feeling it and they will be reacting to it. And a reminder that why I talked a lot about money today. Abundance, again, is prosperity in every way. If you want love, give love. Unconditionally. If you want health, feel well-being. If you want to be your ideal body weight, feel your ideal body weight. And then watch how your lifestyle changes to become your ideal body weight. If you're not happy with what you believe, then you know it needs to change. Remember, it's what you deserve. You deserve it just by being you. Thank you so much for joining me on this Sunday. I confess I'm tired today. So I hope that my message today was clear, because I do not feel oh so eloquent today. But it's important to discuss belief systems and perceptions, because they hold back every single one of us, but only if we let it. So think about that. Once again, please be sure to go to my website at lisahop.com. Like, subscribe, and share on YouTube. Follow and like on Facebook under Lisa M. Hop, Spiritual Coach and Medium. I appreciate you joining me today. Whenever you listen to this recording, I appreciate it. And I wish you nothing but blessings, wealth, love, and happiness, today and always. Thank you so much, and many blessings.